Hey YouTube friends! So I literally hit record as Aurora is having a meltdown over brownies. She wants a brownie. We do not have brownies. But today's video is going to be a mid-year update where we are homeschool. And I'm going to go deal with this meltdown.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of?
Okay guys, we are back. They are playing, so hopefully it doesn't get too loud, but I did want to do a mid-year kind of like check-in for our homeschool, and this year was pretty crazy. We are not to the halfway mark yet, but we don't start school until Charlie's putting a hat on his snake. I'm sorry. A cowboy hat. But anyways, so we didn't start school until the 7th of September, I believe. And man, Chris was deployed and it just got a little crazy and a little hectic, and we definitely slowed down a lot. We do relaxed homeschool anyways, but it really got really relaxed. So we had some exciting things happen. First off, we bought a house, and I have never had an actual schoolroom before. So we bought a fixer-upper because the fixer-upper had room for an actual schoolroom. Unfortunately, it is still going through a lot of work to get us downstairs in the schoolroom. So we are still schooling upstairs, and I do have a mess of stuff between the homeschool stuff and my Sensei stuff that is up here in the living room, dining room area. Hopefully, I like to go through, refresh things like pencils, crayons, paper, stuff like that, and kind of evaluate like where we're at. As we're going through starting a new year. So this cart, basically, let me see if I can get you guys to be able to see it. If you can see, so we have here a just a little like art cart. I'm getting a little wobbly, maybe needs tightened up a little bit. But that is what Levi, his schoolwork is on. And for those of you who are new, I have 3 children: Levi, who is 8, Charlie, who is 4, and Aurora, who is 3. And so Levi uses master books, and I had considered switching him, but it's working and it's what he needs and it's what he enjoys, and so we stuck with it. I shared in a previous video, Levi's the only child who went to public school. And so he's kind of a little bit, he's not on the same level for everything. So we did a lot of work on his reading and skills, his phonics skills and stuff like that. So Levi is, I do really enjoy the gentle approach to learning. So Levi is on level 3 of math, and we're like 2 lessons away from being halfway through. That one of the things that I really enjoy about master books is that at the front of the book it has where you can write it all down, so dates and everything like that, and so you can keep track. We're actually a little further away from halfway than I thought, but he is cruising through his math. He is decent at math, and all of the concepts seem to come to him rather quickly. He just finished up his, let me find it. So he just finished up level 2 for the language lessons for a living education. So we're moving on to level 3. We have not started it yet. So it's a brand new book for a brand new year. So he's on level 3 of language lessons for living education. We also do the history from master books, the science, and he's still working through more than words, and stuff like that. So all of his stuff is on here. One of the really exciting things, I hope that they're not so super loud. One of the really exciting things that I started to do with Levi was we got him his own Bible. And so when we do our Bible studies and stuff, I actually have him come because for some reason this year the reading just clicked, and all of a sudden now he's reading everything. And yeah, it just clicked all of a sudden. So we actually have him read out of his own Bible. He was really, really excited for that, to have his own Bible. He gets really excited to read out of it. So that's always nice. So another thing is that at the beginning of the school year, we had started with Rebekah for Charlie. And I don't even remember what I was doing with Aurora. Well, Aurora was just flying through things so quickly that her and Charlie basically ended up at the same level. So we decided, okay, we're going to school them together. Rebekah ended up not being a fit for our family, and we moved on to Sunlight and absolutely love it. We just really love it. It's exactly what I was looking for. It's so intimate. It's books, it's reading, and it's so easy to school the two of them together. We still have some Rebekah stuff where it really likes working through that. Now we did just buy, because I wasn't sure if we were going to like it, we did just buy the first little set. That's why all of it can fit. I don't think all of Sunlight Pre-K, and Aurora has placed a sticker to decorate the book, but would fit into this little basket over here. But so we just bought the first part just to get us started, so we still have to buy the rest. But we are loving it and still working through that, and it's really exciting, and it's so easy to school the little ones together, and I just love it. So the next thing, I don't know if I can get this back in here. So on Fridays, I usually like to do a unit study. And the unit study that we started the school year doing was a Content Heart, and it is from Not Consumed. It is a family Bible study. We are almost finished with it. Again, we were just really slow with everything this year. So we're almost finished with it. Loved it. We loved it. I loved that it included the whole family. I love the conversations that it sparks. I just loved it, and we're definitely going to be doing more of these. Definitely, for sure. Like, I love it, and in love with everything from Not Consumed. So that's our unit study that we're finishing up, and then the next unit study we're going to do is from Gather Around Homeschool. I love the conversations that Gather Around Homeschool sparks as well. And I really think that especially the boys will enjoy the transportation one, so we decided to do that. And so I just printed off the first lesson, and I'm really gonna try. I've been really horrible, guys, at planning ahead, and then I'll get to something and we need supplies and stuff. So one of my goals for homeschool for the new year is to try to plan ahead. I've gotten into planners and stuff like that, so really gonna try to plan ahead so that way we can just cruise right through everything and we don't have to pause. I struggled for some reason finding the book list for this one. I'm not really sure why, but I usually like to try to get some books to go along with it. But yeah, so we're gonna start lesson 1 as soon as we do our last little ones from this, and then I'm for sure getting more Not Consumed. But yeah, so we're gonna try to work through this. We just take it slow, do a little bit at a time. We practice some things, and we just really take it slow. And I really do enjoy Gather Around Homeschool, so that is our next unit study. But that basically sums up where we are at. So Levi was working through, he's my 8-year-old again. He was working through level 1 of All About Reading, and he is just all of a sudden, I mean, he was struggling when we first started. He was struggling to get it. Now all of a sudden, it's like everything that he learned finally clicked, and he is just breezing through this. So I'm really unsure if I'm going to get level 2 or not, because I mean, he's definitely got it. It's clicked in his head. One of the areas for my goal for Levi is to focus much more on spelling words. So he is reading, and he's reading very quickly. He's retaining a lot of words. His vocabulary has grown, but his spelling words are not there. So we're gonna focus a little bit more on spelling. But yeah, so that is where we're at. He really enjoys master books. It is perfect for him. So we are officially a master book / Sunlight family, and we're really excited to go back to starting school. So it is actually New Year's Eve when I'm recording this. We have Levi, guys, the snake that they're playing with is so loud. But we have, we are planning to start back on Monday to school, and we're gonna try to bring in, like, I still like relaxed homeschool, but we're gonna try to, like, elevate it a little bit more to where we're not so relaxed, because we got very, very relaxed in our homeschool. So I'm really curious to see, has anybody switched homeschool? I am the queen of switching homeschool curriculum, I think. At this point, Chris is rolling his eyes. I mean, it just took me a long time to really figure out what we wanted to do. And I just, every time, like, master books was such a good fit, but it just, always feel pressure from the rest of the world, like master books isn't enough. And I know in my heart it is absolutely enough. It just takes the gentle approach to learning, which is what Levi needs. And then Sunlight fulfills my mama heart. So I, Christopher, have stuck to a curriculum. At the mid-year mark, I'm still using the same curriculums. Well, other than the switch from Rebekah. But that's all I really have to update you guys on today. I can't really think of anything else. I'm just really excited to get back into, like, schooling and stuff like that. And I'm super excited to have the homeschool room finished. If you guys follow along on the rest, you'll see our little dilemma with the house. And it's just been so much. But yeah, this is my mid-year update. And if you want to follow along on our journey, don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.